Hi everyone, it's Josiah from Journeying with Josiah. Today I'm coming at you from an airport in Dnipro, Ukraine, in the central part of the country. After always getting the bad luck of flying on board Windrose' older Embraer 145s, I finally am going to be flying on board their brand new ATR 72 up to the capital city of Kyiv. You've probably already noticed that Dnipro's airport is very old. You can't even check in until security opens a few minutes before boarding. And there it is, my beautiful 4-year-old ATR 72, originally delivered to the leasing company of Nordic Aviation Capital in 2017. As seen here, roller bags sadly have to be left outside the plane to be put in the cargo hold. The cabin is made up of 78 seats in a 2-2 configuration, and they're all in economy class. You can see they're very modern, they're recently renovated, and Windrose has really done a lot to make these planes a lot more nicer than their older Embraer 145s. But sadly, what's still left over from the Embraer is tiny overhead bins. I really expected these to be much larger, but they're the same size as the Embraer. Only small bags can be fit in them. Seats can be chosen online beforehand for a small fee or chosen for free during check-in. I went with seat 4D. Now we can take a look at the seat itself. There's a seat back pocket here with a safety card and an air assistance bag. The tray table is very small and comes out like this. There's also a highly appreciated seat back pocket. Here you can recline your seat, and the center armrest is movable, which is nice. The legroom is really good, but I think it's worse than the Embraer. It's still very comfortable for a short flight. In the overhead panel, one can find a reading light and air nozzles, which is great. A coat hook is also available on the side of the seat, which I'm sure is very nice for business travelers who want to get around faster than using the train. And while the seats don't have headrests, they are generously padded and pretty comfortable. One last thing, I have to say that the window seats are made slightly uncomfortable with this bar in the middle here. Dnipro Airport used to be pretty busy, with an airline called Dniproavia based out of it, which provided a large range of flights, both domestic and international. But sadly they went bankrupt, and now their planes as seen here are left, and the airport is generally uneventful. Today's flight takes us 392 kilometers northwest over a 1 hour and 25 minute flight duration. So up until this point, Windrose was the only Ukrainian airline that has never offered a single option for food on board domestic flights, but for the first time during check-in on this flight, I was given the option to pre-book something. I spent 187 hryvnia, which is about $7, so I probably got ripped off, but I wanted to try it anyway. Here's what I got. It was called the Danube Waves Cake. It was chocolate and cherry with some strawberries on the side. The presentation, I must say, is excellent. It also came with this little packet with cutlery, sugar, wipe, and other things. The cabin crew gave it to me immediately after takeoff and were very attentive to get me a drink as well. And as I said I was kindly offered a drink, I went for a cup of black tea. For free, every passenger gets a wet wipe and a bottle of water. There's one very, very, very tiny lavatory located at the back of the plane. The Dnipro to Kyiv hop is probably the shortest in Windrose' domestic network, so it's not surprising that as soon as I got back to my seat, we were already starting our descent into Kyiv. I would like to add that there is no Wi-Fi available on these ATR-72s, but that's not to be expected at all. So let me go over my full thoughts on Windrose' ATR-72 economy product. If you're flying out of Dnipro, be prepared for a very old terminal. So far, it's probably the most outdated I've been in Ukraine. My flight was on time and boarding was smooth enough. A big problem with the ATR-72 is how you cannot bring most carry-on bags on board. It wasn't very much of a hassle though, because by the time I got off the plane in Kyiv, they were already waiting for me to be picked up. Immediately walking on board this plane, one really feels how nicely modern it is. The lighting is bright and the seats are new. When it comes to comfort, I don't really see anything too extraordinary compared to what other airlines are offering on regional jets. The legroom is survivable, recline is average, and all in all, the seats offer a normal experience. Of course, since it's a propeller plane, you will get a very, very loud experience, so unless you really want a good engine view, I would definitely recommend getting a seat in the back of the cabin. I spent way too much money for the meal, but at least it was very good quality and was really delicious. Larger meals like sandwiches were also an option to pre-order. This is nice since Dnipro's airport, like many Ukrainian airports, is lacking in food options. The crew were really great on this flight, and after flying Windrose 4 times, I've always walked away unimpressed. But this flight, I was given attentive service and good eye contact. Entertainment options consists of enjoying the view out a window, so if you really want the flight to go more fast, definitely bring an electronic device so you can entertain yourself with. Overall, I'm very happy with how this flight went. Windrose is a game changer in the Ukrainian domestic travel market. This ticket cost me around $45 and included a checked bag. This is a great deal and compatible with the prices for the train. I highly recommend Windrose Airlines if you want to travel fast and easily. Welcome to the wonderful city of Kyiv. We are here on time too. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I strive to make my reviews as helpful and detailed as possible. If there's anything that I may have left out that you would like to know, let me know in the comments. I hope you're all having a very nice summer. I am flying on some long haul flights now and will be having reviews out for those very soon. You can follow my journeys live on my Instagram page. A link is in this video's description. I'll see you all next month. This is Journeying with Josiah, your personal guide to the world's airlines.
Our aircraft is landing. Ask you to remain seated and keep your seatbelts fastened until the airplane has come to a complete